here we are. The second part with Gabi. On the first part we was talking we touch a lot of subject with the Shiatsu, our connection with our body, emotions, how does it wave, and we touch like many different subject according to elements. And now we are welcome you for a second part of Medicine Woman, Medicine Man, where Gabi will gonna take us for a journey, her own practice, yeah. And then we're gonna also share about her circles for women on perimenopause. Yes, I'm getting there. It's like that's I cannot describe. Maybe part of me is try to deny, and the other sharing that Gabi offer here in Edinburgh as well. So let's begin.
Okay. So this is the practice of 6 healing sounds I would like to share.
6
healing sounds.
Sound.
Mm-hmm.
6 healing sounds.
Mm-hmm. So what I will try to keep it like short, and so I will always explain what element or which organ, what emotion we would want to release, and then what is the sound of that element or emotion, and then we're gonna connecting what we want to bring in instead. So, and we're gonna start with.
Should we close our eyes or
you can do it with your eyes closed, like if you like, but yeah,
it's not essential.
Not necessarily, like in depends. And as I said, like you can make it like different way. You can make it like more meditative, like maybe with eyes closed, or it's basically like Qigong practice. So you
this is part of the And what does it this practice does for us?
It clears your emotions, and you feel very, very, calms you down. Like you can feel that, like so.
So if we feel like we are going overwhelmed, or we are having like a lot of thoughts or worries or different things that we really feel like, oh, now we need to wash our mind, soul, and body. This is like the energy shower, yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, yeah, it's really nice, and it's not just like, because like according to traditional Chinese medicine, so you've got like 5 elements, and each of the elements correspond like with different organs. Like you always have like yin and yang, but we're gonna talk of the yin organs and the emotions that can affect. So, and there would be like the negative one, or that could throw us out of balance, and then we're gonna try to breathe in the one like the positive,
the one that support us more.
That would support us more, yeah. Exactly.
I try to now, like, avoid this word negative, positive.
Yeah. I was thinking of that as well. Yeah.
But also they trigger us, isn't it? I feel like they're triggering us.
But then again, like negative not always has to be the negative.
Exactly. This is the thing, right? So there's another my fixation now. I can see there's lots of fixations.
You're thinking like of the electric charge, so then you have the negative and positive, but it's the yin and yang. So.
Totally.
Yeah, I was thinking like I don't like to use a negative in a sense of like bad, but as a like more like.
I think like this is the way our mind is programmed. There's a lot of programming going on, and I can see that, and it's good to catch it like a monkey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's begin.
Okay. So you can this can be done like standing up or seated, and since we are sitting down, so we're just gonna, and for the purpose of like being on a screen, so
we can speak just a little bit louder.
Yeah.
So people, because I'm struggling with the.
Yeah, I hope like I was speaking loud like before.
I hope so too. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe. Like we can start like just since we are sitting, so maybe you can rolling your shoulders up, like so feel into your sitting bone, so the connection with the earth, straight spine. You can have like sensation of some string like pulling on top of your head, and just take a deep breath into your belly through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. So we're gonna start with the lung, which is the metal element, and the emotion that we want to release is grief and sadness that can often be stored in our chest, in our lungs. So the sound is and so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a breath in, and we're bringing hands up, front of the chest, palms facing up, and then when they reach like around the chest, so we're turning our hands, and palms are sort of turning up, so we sort of, and so it's a sensation as like pushing up towards the sky, and as we're doing that pushing, so that's when we're breathing out with the sound and you can have that sensation or visualization of like that grief and sadness leaving, releasing your lungs sort of out. And if you like to use colors, so white, gray is the color of the metal element as well, associated with the lungs. Okay.
So there's a lot of information we have. Elements.
But you don't have to think of any of that. You can just thinking is the lungs, and it's a grief and sadness you want to release, and it's the sound is.
To that.
Yeah. Because that's what I said. Like I can give you lots of information or make it more simple. So I think because of the time, maybe I just try to keep it like more simple as well.
I will be quiet now.
It's okay.
Let's begin. Thank you.
Okay, so just taking the breath in, raising the hands up, and as you're turning the palms towards the sky and pushing out, breathing out. And I'm looking into the camera, but you also look up, like with that noise. And then when you're taking the next breath in, so you can sort of release that push. So you keep still hands up, but you can sort of bring more relaxation into your arms. And then you're taking another deep breath in. And one more time, breathing in. And breathing out, and you can thinking of that all the grief, all the sadness leaving out from your chest, from your lungs. And then we're bringing our hands down, palms facing. You can either touch, you can place them on your body, or you can just have them like slightly off the body. So palms facing your lungs, and you're gonna take like 3 deep breaths into your lungs, and you can bring that color now in. So thinking of that beautiful white color filling your lungs, and you bringing all the vitality and clarity into your body, into your lungs. And all the worthiness as well, the self-worth, because it's something like often associated like with the lung or metal element. Okay, so you can release, and bring your hands down again in front of your belly. And so the next one, we moving into the water element, and it's the kidneys, so located at the back, just above your waist. And the emotion that we're gonna release is fear. It's often stored in our kidneys. And the sound is cha. And sort of the move is like you. So again, so you have your sort of palms up, and you take the breath in, and it's it's like you're bringing the hands goes back, so you just go forward, and then all the way above, and you're arching your back, and you're bringing the hands down onto your knees, because the knees are connected with the kidneys. So it's
like swimming movement,
and it's you bringing, the spine, the bones are associated like with the water element, and so the mobility in the spine, so it's that, and the flow, like the water, like flow of the water. So in that move you have like that water expression, bringing that fluidity, that movement like the water into your spine. So it's there. So it's like you arching your back, and then you sort of like opening the chest, and then again like so the so it's that nice movement in the spine with that, and it requires lots of space. So so taking a deep breath in, and and one more time. Letting all the fear release out from depths of your water. Now we're gonna rub the hands together, bringing some warmth and placing them onto your kidney. And you can thinking of the blue color, dark blue. So bringing all that energy of the water, of the blue color, the fluidity, and it's a willpower, and the safety into our body, into our kidneys. It's taking 3 deep breaths.
Yeah, because we can feel sometimes that we are stuck in life, right? So there's some energy also stuck in kidney. Amazing.
Yeah, because it's the winter time when everything is at rest, and you make that you dreaming of, and you planting that seed. So that's in your kidneys.
Amazing.
That's when it's starting, and it's that depths of the darkness, of that quiet dreaming. So resting. So from the winter time of our land of dreams and planting the seeds, we come into spring, when our dreams can start growing and pushing through. When it's that after the yin, after the depths of the winter, the yang start pushing up, and spring comes, and so this energy is very, very active, and that's the liver, wood element, and that's all the anger and frustration. So it's that yang energy. The color is green, and so the liver is on your right hand side, just under the rib cage.
Is here.
Did I show it wrong? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's me sometimes figure out what is
what
is left.
No, but I'm saying as well on right hand, and I go on my left. So on your right hand side here, and so the sound is shh, like when you're shushing someone. Yeah. And the move, like, so it's similar like what we did with the lang. So it's bringing hands up, pushing towards the sky, but because the wood element, liver and gallbladder are on the sides of the body, so we want to open the side, and we want to feel the stretch opening in the liver. So you're bringing hand, and you go towards the left, so you feel that stretch.
The stretch, I can feel it.
And getting all the anger, all the frustration out of the body. So it's often like the rib cage isn't holding, and all this kind of So we want to open that and let it all go. So taking deep breath in, and out. And then when you're taking the next breath in, so you kind of can release from the stretch. Breathing in and again. So letting all the anger and frustration out. And one more time. Okay, coming back to the center, bringing your hands down, and you can place them on covering your liver. And we're just gonna breathe like beautiful green emerald color into our liver, and all that kindness for ourselves and others. So it's often like that, something what we both mentioned in the first part, that forgetting that kindness towards ourselves. Yeah. So bringing all the kindness that you can bring for yourself as well as for others. Okay, so then from the wood element we're coming into fire, which we are now in the fire element season, which is the summer, and that when the energy is the most young, most expansive, and it's our heart, and it's that like over it's what can be kind of sort of damaging. It's so there is a anxiety that is associated like with sort of that can with the emotions of the heart, but also because the
passion, right?
Yeah, the passion is great, but that over excitement and over when it's too much. So that can be
I can
damaging.
be too much sometimes,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So that can be damaging for our hearts. That because the energy is too much expansive and too much socializing and too much like
we are too much open, too much happening.
And you need to have that balance between that, like when you, and that's the capacity of the heart, like about that opening and knowing and is able to open to receive, but also close, like to when like you just want to be with yourself, like to having that expansion and contractions. Yeah.
When we're coming back to ourselves, actually, when we can process.
So it's kind of similar again. So bringing the hands above the head, and we sort of going lean towards the left, but with the liver we were on the side. So this one is very little, and it's more like sort of back. So you feel the openness on your left, in your heart. Color is red, all the pinks, different shades, fiery colors, and the sound is
Okay. Very fiery. This comes like
yeah.
Can feel it,
yeah. I remember I find like once this beautiful song. It was the shamanic drum, and it was and it was that kind of like very like stampy in a way, sort of, and it was that
because it's like the fire breath is
yeah as well.
You're doing this,
yeah. But this one is more like
relaxing,
gentle, like really like. So you feel like clearing out from your heart. Okay, so breathing in. Bringing your hands down and placing them on your heart. I'm just gonna take 3 deep breaths in into our heart. You can thinking again, bringing the color of red, pink, and bringing more joy, happiness, compassion, and that like openness to be able to give but also receive the love. And you can bring your hands down again in front of your belly. And the last element is the earth element, so it's the stomach and spleen. So this is the left hand side, just under the rib cage. And this is like about like how when we were talking about that, getting the nutrients, so this is like how we nourish our body, and it's not just the food, it's also the knowledge and information we can get, like and
The way we think as well.
the thinking, and exactly. And then like sometimes when we over chewing something, overthinking, we too busy, so we tend to stay in the head.
Yes.
And that can create lots of worry and anxiety as well. So this is what we're gonna breathe out: the anxiety, the worry, and the
tension, like because it's also felt in our body.
Yeah, and the heaviness.
And the
like,
heaviness, exactly.
Yeah, because it's related like with that. The very heavy, like you're dragging yourself. You can, especially your legs, like So it's the sound is like coming like from your gut, and it's almost like like clearing, vomiting out, like And you use your fingertips and you hook them underneath your rib cage on your left hand side, and so you take a breath in, and when you breathe out, you sort of bend or move forward, so that create like pressure on that area, and you're clearing it out, and it's like
it's a Kali one.
Yeah.
But we need to
exactly, and so it's that fire in your belly, like so anything like that is like you want to clear your digestion out from all the energetic vomit.
Let's do that.
Okay.
With love.
Okay, so now you can placing the hand just over stomach and spleen, and the color is so earthy, like brown and orangey, and it's about, you can thinking like when you're breathing in, it's about the stability and trust, trust for yourself, trust for the life, And we're going to complete this practice with sort of triple heater, which is associated with the fire element. So it's like, it's not specific organ, but it's like these 3 different parts on our body, and they sort of responsible for regulation of the temperature of the sort of all the water substances like lympha and all that liquidy, like that is circulating in our body. And so we're gonna, because this could stir, like this practice is stirring up everything in our body, so we're just gonna sort of calm ourselves down. So taking the deep breath in, bringing hands up above our head, So it's like palms up, and then when we come up, so
We're coming together to the heart, like heart, like heart.
so with palms facing down, and it's like we're gonna go slowly and pushing and clearing. So if any emotion, any heat came up, so we're gonna sort of regulate it all and pushing it all down. And it's also like clearing as well. And we're gonna do it like 3 times. And even so, like every time we're gonna do this in the front of the body, but you're thinking like first time it's like you sort of going through all that energy in your body, and that surrounds your body in the front, then in the back, and then other side. And the sound is either like he or she, so he or she, yeah. Let's do she.
Sushi.
She.
Okay, let's do it.
So, and it's also really nice when we were like about the women perimenopause. So when
There's too much
too much energy and too much heat. So this is a really beautiful way of like clearing that and bringing that heat down, like in the body as well. Yeah. So. And then we can finish just like we're going around the belly, changing the direction, just storing all the energy, like creating tiny pearl and store it just deep under the belly button.
Wow, Gabi, you know what? I love it. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful because it feels like we often have excuses. This excuse: I don't have money, I have this, but this we can do it anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
And when we make that routine and discipline. Wow, and it's beautiful because I found it like I'm doing like Kundalini meditation, working now with yoga, with the root chakra a lot, and it's like there is involved like breath work, there is the sound, there is we also make the sound, and we also meditate, like contemplate, and there is receiving the sound vibrations, tuning in. And I feel like this is all part of it because very often we are ashamed to use our voice. We are ashamed to use our body, and and we are ashamed of different parts of our body. So I feel like it's very beautiful, welcoming to. And even like in Asia, it's very natural that people exercise outside. In Europe, I don't know why we don't do exercises a lot in outdoor, right?
I do.
You do, but as I say, even in India and stuff, like I never been in China or Japan, but people exercise a lot outdoor. Tai Chi,
in the
everything
parks,
is happening outdoors, right? I know here is maybe more tricky because of the weather. We are not sure even if it's gonna start raining soon. That's true, but still, like it's part of it's the culture.
See, that's why I like the all this, because if I always do like I have this routine, like so in the mornings, like in the nature, and like before I go to work, and it's basically you don't have to have like yoga mat, you don't have to go to the ground, you can do it standing. So that's what I like, if it's like, as you say, so if it's really wet or something, I can still do,
And you know what is amazing? Because it can be, depending from us, if we have 5, 10 minutes, half an hour, we can take as much as it is. Even 5 minutes is enough.
Yeah.
It's like, never enough, but even though, let's start with, even if you think that you don't have time, do it one repetition, and just build that. discipline, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you feel the difference by doing it, and you feel like how it
Yeah.
brings you to the body as well,
Yeah.
and to the mind, because we are clearing as well our thoughts, our visions, and
And then, as I said, it, you know, like, because I was like talking through and you know, trying to explain, like, you know, and I could even go more like, you know, with like it's.
It could be like meditation.
Yeah. I like to take it like
Definitely.
do it like a meditation journey, like but I mean, like, if you do it on your own and you don't have to, you know, you just go, okay, you know, and you know the sound, and you connect with your mind with that organ, and then you just do it. So you do, it takes even less time than
Do
just
you feel like if some people have also problem with moving, they can use the visualization? It's not the same, but they can move as much as they can, right?
Yeah, I like to use it like with also this is like something what we teach in a training, and it's our tool, like for our, you know, as a Shiatsu practitioner. So it's called Mako stretches, but I like to call it like meridian yoga, so it's more understandable for people, and it's just basically like it's 6 different stretches, and each of the stretch open different meridian.
We're gonna meet another time, and if you're willing, we can do the sharing with that.
And I like to use this sound because it's always the same element is always the same, the organ or the meridian is always the same, you know. So I like to add that sound to it, and it just adds like different meaning to the to that stretch, because when you you know, I often get feedback like from people like that when they, because there is that sound, they get more engaged with the breath, because the breath is the key as well in a stretch. So more you breathing, more your body gets open, and you more release into that stretch. And if you know you're gonna have to make the sound, if you take, you know, you take deeper breath than like if you would be like breathing normally. So it sort of make you to take a deeper breath. So
amazing. Oh, that would be, we can welcome you again for that exercise, because it's you know, it's powerful, and it's so amazing that Shiatsu holds that so much wisdom and knowledge. So it's help us, especially those days when we are occupied by negativity, to bring this positive flow, and help us to dream, help us to stay positive, like, oh, I have actually, there is some reason that I have still to live for, because many people feel hopeless, and it's natural reason why we feel that way when there's and we feel grief, and because we are compassionate beings, and we feel anger because we cannot understand what is going on, and we might feel frustrated for many different reasons. So I feel like as simple as this,
so the frustration, the frustration is that, like, because we need that flow, isn't it? Like to go like wherever, and then there is that something is in a way, and we feel frustrated because, you know, and you want to keep maintaining that flow, so you can flow around or through something with the ease, like, but if it's like, you know, trying to go or you with that rigidity, like, so that the frustration comes like when some obstacle on the way. So
amazing. We could speak all day long all night about the emotion and feelings, how they trigger us, and because it's fascinating, I found it very fascinating.
Emotions are the energy in motion.
Oh, I like that.
And it's the liver energy that is.
Oh, we have a dog here coming. They like to come to say hello. They're intuitive, because it's getting like the weather is changing, so we don't keep that long, because we don't want to keep you cold as well, my love. But if you can share more about your sharing for our women's, and how does it happen? What was your journey? And that calling to hold the space for other women, and share that knowledge, and what is the circle about?
So there's always like been calling, like, and I have done like, you know, different like with friends, and like with some group of women, like, you know, different sharing, sort of like, if you want to call it women circles or whatever, like with gatherings, with the cacao, you know, the sharings, and sharing some practices similar to this, what we just did, like because there is like different ways, so you can connect with the waters, which is your womb space, with the earth, like connect deep and get that nourishment and that support and being held, and the heart and the more the expansive energy and stuff. Giving, and it feels like very special to gather like in a circle of the women and to share and to be holding each other and all that. So I always had calling for that, and I always loved work like with women like through different stages of their life, and somehow interestingly, like for me always like changed, because when I finished my Shiatsu training, I gave birth to my first child. So then like all my Shiatsu sort of journey, or my Shiatsu interest was like to work like with pregnant women, because I knew like how great and supportive and beneficial it was. Definitely like beautiful like to receive Shiatsu care after you deliver baby, like like gives you like can support all the energy system, all the different parts, help like with different and on different levels, like not just the physical but energetic, emotional, helping like with different like there's points like that help promote like the milk flow, or so things like that. And I was interested, like I was doing like some baby Shiatsu massage classes as well, so that was like really nice part, and and all that like about, because I like to cycle with my to follow my cycle, the seasons, and do things with my menstrual blood, so all that kind of weirdness, but so that is like it's a different things as well, like, isn't it, like, because not everybody like in so there is a groups, like, so finding that tribe like who are like into these kind of things. So yeah, and then like I'm at the stage now when the perimenopause is quite real, or approaching the slowly like into the menopause. I'm still bleeding, but I can start feeling more intensive of some of the symptoms, like being aware of, and so that's like I felt like I would like to hold a space for women and share some of the practices that are like based, related like to the different elements or different meridians that support, that are important like for women, and it's basically all the time the same. It doesn't change from the birth to the all the reproductive cycle of women is still always the same meridians, but it's just like maybe like different way. But what I was thinking, or what I was saying in the first part as well, like no matter of what you do, or what is the most important things in everything is just slow down, take a breath, and come back into your body, and I think that's it, like having that space of like reconnection,
Also support, right? Because it's we welcome when we hold space for others, so we learn also to not to judge. Also, like we don't have space to share things. And this is very important to hold that space. That actually, everyone has space to say whatever is lying on your chest. This line, that is like here, right? It's like, and we're learning to not to give opinion and not to judge and not to comment, and that's okay. It's okay to feel, it's okay to experience, because very often we already straight away jump for advising. We are not giving space for experiencing. Because like very often, like when I was sharing, when I was going through quite difficult challenging moments, many people give me straight away advices, but I wasn't even able to accept any advice, because my nerve system was very fragile. Like I was still in surviving. So then so advices were not gonna work for me, right? So especially like for those who have many different experience, but this is only my experience. Yeah, to have that space that actually, if somebody asks for advice, that's okay, and we don't make comments. But this space really to experience and
There
listen and witnessing, because there's beautiful learning about witnessing
I was just
other
gonna
people
say,
other journey, and we can learn from it a lot. It's very humbling as well.
Yeah.
When people coming to us or we share and we meet in that circle, and we bonding each other somehow, right?
Yeah. I was just gonna say it's so powerful, like just to be seen, like witnessed, like in whatever that, and sometimes, it's sometimes it's there is a healing in that, like that you can actually say those things, and
because very often it can be very emotional, but that healing aspect it is powerful. And if we could name it, like, what is coming to you, Gabi, as a healing aspect of that gatherings with women and sharings and witnessing?
I think there is the thing, like, I think the big thing is about, like, as you're approaching this part of the life cycle, so there is there's so many changes, and not just not just the physical, like in your body, your body getting older, the looks, and there is like a demand for the looks, like in a society, the productivity, your mind, like like as you can witness, like me, like losing my
this is happening. Oh, look at it, okay, gosh, it's so beautiful. The dogs love the space, hello, sweetheart.
Oh, he's a giant.
Oh, wow, you are beautiful, like a bird.
He wants to be here.
It's amazing. Yeah, I like it. Oh, we have therapy, dog therapy. You see, this is what's happened with the nature, right? It's like we totally get lost, but the dog take over. That's it. Beautiful. Very gentle as well, yeah. The way it comes, it's like very gentle. Oh, such a lovely dog. Sorry, we just have stop here. Okay, we are back. Yes. So this healing aspect of the.
So as I said, so many changes. So accepting that changes in a physical body and physical appearance, the what's in a society, what is expected still from us as a woman, and what we are able to actually do. So it's quite a lot.
Sorry.
And it's really like we are in this stage in our inner autumn when we need that tending more to ourselves and more tending to our needs, and we're slowing down. It's not like like when you in your like as I was talking, like when we did this exercise, and I was talking about the different phases and what different elements associated. So as we approaching the perimenopause, so we are in our autumn years, and that's the time which is more yin, and we drawing the more back inwards.
But I didn't plan that, and I'm so grateful, because in our culture, the elderly people, this doesn't have much value anymore. It's like we don't even value our grandfathers. We are like because we are seen as a not very productive, because you're not not physical and stuff like that. And I feel like in the older cultures that I still travel, the children, the elderly people, even people with disabilities, they are still valued, and they are very, very, very strong part of the culture. They are included. I feel like very often when we are going, we feel not included as much as we used to be, right? Not maybe like here in Scotland is amazing living in Edinburgh, and many I know the Scottish people like have that culture. They gather together, the women, they still like. But many cultures, I feel like when you speak about the career, your timing is this and this and this. You know, like the women, you know, very often think about the career, this and this. Oh, do you have you have children? You are this excluded. Like you have, because you know there's other opportunity, there's other responsibility for our women and stuff. And I feel like it's also in our culture, we are. The elderly people doesn't have that much value.
Yeah.
And
It's it's true, definitely, like but it's
but there is so much wisdom in, like, you know, because I can see like the women's that, you know, they carry so much, we have so much experiences, wisdom and things that we still remember things, different way of doing things, yeah. Because
yeah, what was just coming to my mind, what I'm thinking of, you know, like how things change as well, like like our generations, like so I'm gonna be 50 this year, and if I'm thinking, I mean, like this is a different thing as well of you know, like your mind is still, I still think of myself like different age or different different times, but I was kind of had like little giggle like when we met on that fire ceremony at the Salisbury Center, and when Marta was saying, she was talking about her grandmother, or she was saying grandmother, and she said 52 or something like that, and I was like, no way, you know. And but it's just so different because my mom became grandmother when she was in her 40s, like you know, so it's a different generation. And if I look back, like when I was thinking like of, you know, like the women look much older, you know, like in a way of like there were like 50 years, they were already grandmothers, they may already been retired, you know, from the work. So how things changing, you know, like women have like children like in later age, like as well, you know, so when they already approaching their perimenopause years, so
because there's a lot of stereotypes, and we're still thinking, you know. And because I can remember my grandmother's, because I was born on the village in Poland, so you know there was like different, and I could see that the lifestyle was different.
The having the scarf, and that makes much older than like what you see
also,
granny now.
But also, you know, now like I also feel like because of the retirement time is extending, and you know, and we are many people just work because they need to work, even if they are retired, they still work, keep working. And I feel like, so when we actually gonna start resting and actually have that time for storytelling, for sharing, you know, that is essential. Because like, you know, even the elderly people say that the women, the story, it takes time, and feel like exactly this time is so essential for gathering together and bringing knowledge, wisdom. But very often we don't have that time to meet. And that's why, you know, we create that ceremony, that special time, you know, the secret spaces. But actually, it was part of the culture for generation.
And
people was gathering, sharing the food next to the fire, you know, and it was a natural aspect of life.
And all that grandmother wisdom like received like as a child, isn't like because the, you know, grandmother didn't work, you know, anymore, so had the time. But as you say, like now, you know, still in and I don't know, like for me, I don't know if it's maybe like because I'm living apart, like I'm in different country, like from my family, so I am like open, you know, I'm like asking all the time, you know. And I'm curious, you know, like about like this and that from the past, and going deeper and what they can remember, like because I know, like, you know, one day then it's not gonna be nobody to ask. But I also thinking like, but I've been always like that, like, but I'm thinking like, would I always be like this, or is it just because I'm thinking of it more because I moved and I live in Scotland and they are back in Czech, so that's why I'm, you know, like want to know more of.
It could be also your ancestral connection, also that hunger that you have inside, because your inner child is very young. It's also the connection with the inner child. I found it because I found elderly people, but the inner child is very alive. They have much more energy than me. I was surprised. It was like they was so curious, so alive, and I was thinking like I feel so old comparing with them because the soul was very alive.
And you know what is beautiful as well. Like I have this like older client, and he has like he done so many like interesting things in his life, yeah. And like when you ask him about something about his life, and he's able to share like how his face lighten up, like you can see see all the
you can see exactly in people's and I found it like, and there's like beautiful energy
and so much
flowing
sharing like of the
wisdom.
wisdom
of and I found it like, this is also that as a woman we can only speak about maybe as a man I don't know how this process look like, but as a woman I'm glad that things are in some ways changing, but also I still feel like, oh, I'm not meant to do it because my age and all of that. That we still like kind of hold back ourselves sometimes. You know what I mean? Or I'm not behaving properly to my age. I am silly and stuff.
Oh,
there is still like judgment. Things appearing.
But there is this magic coming into the menopause when you become this like, I don't give a fuck if I can say this
many
like this.
women go through that.
So
and you can feel it.
So it's not like, I mean, I have.
But you are empowered enough. Do you need to be empowered enough to feel it, or it just happening?
It's just come like, it's just like when you start, when you start care, like stop caring about like
careless,
what other people feel.
It's not that you're careless, but
this is what this is what I feel, and I'm just gonna say, there is so much emotions coming in, and so if you allow, and I mean, I don't know how everybody, but I have noticed that. But I mean, I had it like for quite some time. Like there was like certain things when I came into like, I don't care, I'm just gonna do this, I just do that, like because this is who I am, or this is what. And then there is other like when I'm maybe not allowing, like when I say, when we started here, and I say I feel nervous, like doing this. So there is a different aspects of, but this is the empowerment of that is the part of the journey. Yeah.
And this is also what's happened like when we meet in the circles. We empower ourselves. It's true. It's like, and it's not about the competition, but actually it's about supporting and bringing that shyness, that gift that sometimes we've been hidden, and this we can see the transformation in people's life as well, right?
Yeah.
So it's also part of the empowerment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's so crazy, like how the weather changed, right?
How
it's shifting because we are like shivering now.
I'm trying to like because I feel like my.
So I think like the timing slow is coming to the end of that sharing, but I'm so grateful that now we're gonna meet again. Hopefully the sun will gonna shine, and we're gonna continue the sharing with the movement, and there will be. I feel like it's beautiful to bring that as you hold so much wisdom, and the rain came, so it's like, time slowly to finish. But we send you anything, Gabi, that you would like to finish with this sharing today.
Nothing's coming to my mind. But I'm just like really like happy like that I've been able to share, because I always love to share like about Shiatsu, and I want everybody to experience it. And so I want to share actually this like so this is like we've got like this wonderful group of, we are all the women at the moment. I mean, there are like guys who do Shiatsu as well, but at the moment, like in our group, we are all women, and our aim is to spread the love and healing of Shiatsu. Like so, we've been like gathering, supporting each other. But also like we've been going out like to different events and fairs, and going to different communities and offering seated Shiatsu, and also like some sort of Shiatsu workshops, in which is not like Shiatsu hands-on massage, but it's more like teaching people these kind of different things like that, what we just been doing like now, or there is like tapping and this meridian yoga thing, and so different stuff. So basically like sharing our love of Shiatsu with the world. So that's what I would like. So if you can, if you feel, definitely I would like everyone to experience like, and there is so many different Shiatsu practitioners in Edinburgh, so you can look them up and
find out. And also would like to invite some Shiatsu practitioners to you, if you have organization, even company or something you'd like to bring on, and empower and receive. There is also, I will post the Gabi information and you can reach her out, and it's definitely about connecting, right? And spreading that love and that light and that energy.
Yeah, definitely, because it's about the flow of love and flow of energy, because it's like, that's what I'm saying. So you want to maintain that healthy flow of the energy, and the energy moves all the like substances in your body, so the blood, the air, but also the emotions, and when they get stuck, so then all the different things can happen in the body, like.
Yes, and what I'm thinking, is like, it's very interesting because Gabi, you said I am nervous, I don't know, and then like when we speak, when we do what we love, we can see what is real because our body open up, and then the fear, and there is like these things like of shyness or everything is disappearing because you actually it's like this passion that I love, and I could feel it. So thank you so much, Gabi, for sharing, for being so generous. And I received, because I received the body work that Shiatsu that Gabi offered to me, and we met like 2-3 weeks ago, and it's just flowing. So that connection is beautiful, and it can rise in many different ways. So definitely I will post the information about Gabi for you, and you can reach out and we can connect. I'm excited, there will be more sharing. I cannot promise, but I try. Thank you. Lots of love, lots of light from us. And our practices are free. We can do it anytime, so no excuses, beautiful soul. Let's high vibrational. We need that energy shower to expand our consciousness and expand our love, expand our senses, and dream. It's time to dream and manifest our dreams as well. And support the earth as well. Send that love, send that energy to the plants, to the animals, and to the earth. Aho.
I was just gonna.
Lots of love, gratitude. Oh.